Okay, so we are going to solve using Modi method. This is a transportation problem, and here is the problem. I have already found that the supply and demand are equal. So this is a balanced transportation problem. So we are going to now solve using VAM first, and then we are going to apply Modi and find if it's an optimum solution, right? So here, this is the question. I have rewritten the question here. Let me see. So this is a balance problem. So there are no dummies and nothing like that. First, we have to find, there are two stages. We have to find IBFS and then we have to use MODI. Okay, modified distribution method. IBFS, I'm using VAM, Vogel's approximation method. So that is one of the best methods. So we are using that. Here, I'll be teaching you both the shortcut and the direct, the one with the formula method. Let's see how much we can do. So for VAM we have to do penalty. So I am putting a line here, and this is my first penalty. My penalty 1. Right. So for penalty, what you have to do is, if you know how to do VAM, then this is easy. But those who don't understand VAM, please listen very carefully. To find the first penalty, in the first row you have to select two minimum values. That is, here you have 12 and 14, and you have to find the difference. That will be 4. Here again, two minimum values, the difference is 6. Here the minimum values 8. Similarly for column, we have to find penalty, two minimum values, difference, two minimum values, difference, and two minimum values, difference. So now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 penalties, and out of these 6 penalties, 12 is the highest, so you mark that. And where 12 is, that particular column or row, this is a column, we select this column, and you have 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 cost function, and we are going to select the minimum cost function, that is 8. The allocation rules are the same. Supply 160, demand 120, minimum is 120. We allocate that, and so the column is closed, balance 40. So the first step. Second, again we are going to go for second penalty. Penalty 2. From the remaining boxes, we are going to find the difference, that is 4. Here again it is 4. Here it is 10 changed. Here there is no change, 2. This column is closed, so dash, and here it is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 penalties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 penalties. You have 10 is the highest, and in this particular row 16 is the lowest cost function, and here we are going to allocate. Supply 90, demand 150, 90 is less, so we close the row, 60 remaining. We go for third penalty. Third penalty, again difference 4, 4. Here this row is closed, so dash. Third penalty 2. Here you have only these two remaining, that will be 6. So now the highest 1, 2, 3, 4 penalties, the highest is 6, and of these two values 12 is low, and so we allocate 260. 60 is low, so we close the column, and this will be 140. Now again, fourth penalty. In this particular row only one cell is left, and that is 16. Here you have 14. This is a dash. Fourth penalty, 2 dash, and here this column is closed. Of 2, 16 and 14, penalty 16 is the highest, and that is here. So you have supply 140, demand 180, 140, supply close, 40 remaining. If you notice, all the cells are closed except for this particular cell, and here you have a 40 and a 40, so that is the last one. So we allocate, then we find total cost, transportation cost, 140 into 16, 60 into 12, plus 40 into 14, 120 into 8, plus 90 into 16. So I'm going to just calculate and come back. Till the time we'll wait. Right, so these are the calculations, 2240 for each individual, and the total would be rupees 5,920. Yeah, so 0, 10, 16. This is 560. 16, 18, 22, 6, 15, 27, 29. 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. Right. So this is my calculation, total cost. So now I'm going to apply Modi method, and we are going to see how to find whether this is optimum solution or not. We're just checking. In case it is not optimum, we'll move on to the next step. So here you have the table. The table is here, so I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to find first, we are going to find for occupied cells, and then for unoccupied cells. This is a formula that we use. In certain books they'll give it ulta, but here we follow because I prefer not having negatives. So this formula will give you mostly positive values. That is pretty easy to understand. So here you have for occupied cells, for unoccupied cells. Here we are going to see the first occupied cell is this one, and this is, here we are going to consider this as U1, U2, U3, V1, V2, V3. So here this is a first occupied cell. Occupied means it's allocated cell. That will be U1, that is row 1, column 1, which is equal to cost function, clarity, cost function 16. So the first formula. Second occupied cell is this one, and that will be first row, third column, cost function 12. Third is this one, second row, first column, cost function 14. Then you have second row, second column, cost function 8. The last one is third column, third row, third column, cost function 16. The idea is to find U1, U2. Okay, let me not write it here. Becomes congested, so we'll write it here itself. We'll write it here. So I have u1, u2, u3, then I have v1, v2, v3. Now usually they see how many things are repeated the most. Whichever is the most repeated variable, they put that as 0. Now I don't like to confuse my students, so I always say that put u1 as 0. Always. So when you put u1 as 0, the first equation, this becomes 0 plus v1 equal to 16. So that is v1 equal to 16. v1 is 16. Similarly for the second one, it will be 0 plus v3 equal to 12. v3 equal to 12. So v3 is 12. Simple. Now I have v1 here. I know what v1 is. So I'm going to put that value. So u2 plus 16 equal to 14. So u2 equal to 14 minus this 16, when it comes here minus 16. So it will become minus 2. So my u2 is minus 2. Here I have u2 minus 2 plus v2 equal to 8. So v2 equal to this minus 2, when it comes here it becomes plus 2. So 8 plus 2 is 10. This is 10. The last one, I have v3. So my u3 plus 12 is equal to 16, and therefore u3 equal to 16 minus 12, 4. So I have found these values u1, u2, u3, v1, v2, v3. Okay, now I'm going to use it in this particular formula here for unoccupied cells. So the unoccupied cell, the first unoccupied cell is first row, second column, that is delta 1 first row, second column. So my cost function is 20 minus u1 is 0 plus v2 is 10. So this is equal to 20 minus 10, 10. My second unoccupied cell is here, second row, third column, that is delta second row, third column. 18 minus u2 is minus 2 plus third column 12. So this is 18 minus 10, 8. My third unoccupied is here, that is delta 3, 1, that is 26 minus u3, 4 plus first v1, 16, that is 26 minus 26. My third and the last unoccupied is here, that is delta, I have to draw a line here, delta 3, 2, 24 minus 4 plus 10, that is 24 minus 14, 10. So now I have unoccupied cells delta values, and if you notice all of them are positive, and therefore since this is all positive values, these values, the solution is optimum. So my optimum solution is rupees 5920. So here you have Modi method.